Hello, in this video we're going to go over the setting up the pricing and invoice. Now, once you log into the software, you're going to be looking at the dashboard here. And where we're going to go is over here on the left in this column, there is a pricing icon. So we're going to go ahead and click on pricing. Now on the following screen here, we're going to see a few tabs: federal, state, discount, and additional charges. Federal and state are required to be completed, whereas discount and additional charges are an optional field. Now, starting with the federal here, you're going to see you have three different options. You have a fixed rate for all returns, so that means no matter what the return contains, they're all going to be the same price. So for example, if I were to put in $100, that means every single return, regardless if it was one single W-2 or if it had Schedule C's, E's, and F's on it, it's all going to be $100. That's what fixed rate is. Another option you have is set price as per form. So you can set the pricing for each form individually. Schedule 1, 2, 3, the main form 1040, the vouchers, and then you can select between the schedules, other forms, worksheets, as well as forms starting with these particular numbers, or you can go to show all. So you get to pick and choose on a per form basis what that price is going to be. And once you've made your entry on that one, you just scroll down to the bottom of the page and click on Save Federal Pricing. Or what I like is, because it gives you quite a bit of freedom, is the Set Price Manually After Return option. This one is very straightforward. You don't have to put any price in now, because once you actually create their invoice, that is when you'll enter the price. So it gives you some flexibility to charge a different rate for one client because they have a simple return, a different rate for another client because there's more complex. But regardless, whatever you choose, whatever you enter, make sure you click on Save Federal Pricing. And then once you'll get the notification that the federal pricing has been updated successfully. And then you can click on the button here, Continue to State Pricing, or click on the tab. Either way, they take you to the same spot. But let's go look at the state pricing. Whereas you'll see the similar options here for the state plus one extra. We can do a fixed rate for all returns. So regardless of what that state contains, it could be something as complex as California, New York, or something as simple as Missouri or Iowa. It will be the same price regardless. Now you can also select this option here, set price for each state. So you can, based on the state, you can charge different prices. Some states are more complex than others, so this allows you to charge a flat rate for each state individually. I'm going to kind of skip ahead over here. You can set price for all forms in each state. And so what this does is it provides a drop down here. You can select a particular state that you're looking for, and then it'll list all the forms for that state. So then you can list the price for each form within that state. So the Missouri, for example, here has a certain number of forms. California here has many more. So you'll be able to set them up that option. Or again, one of my personal favorites, set price manually after every state return. Just like the federal, you don't enter the price of the state return until you get to the client payment. Now, once you've made your selections, you just click on Save State Pricing, and you will get the notification here, state pricing updated successfully. And we can continue on to the discount if you wish. So I'm going to click on Continue to Discount. Now, you don't have to do this. This isn't required, but if you like, you can add discounts, and you can toggle these on or off when you're creating the invoice. So just because you enter discounts and additional charges back here doesn't mean they're going to apply to every return automatically. But you can, as you notice down here, you can apply this discount default to all returns or leave that unchecked, and then that means you would have to go in and toggle. You'd have to turn it on. So for example here, I'm going to set a discount for the federal, and I'm just going to say family. And let's say my family gets a $25 discount. So what I'll do here is I'll click on Add Discount, and it'll put it in down below. These are the discounts that I have available, and you can add additional discounts with different descriptions, different prices. You can come click on this icon here to edit that or to remove it. And if we jump ahead to additional charges, it's going to be the exact same thing. So let's say I'm going to apply to the federal. Let's do a printing fee. I have a paperless office, but maybe I will offer printed returns for a small fee, for example. So I'm going to say a printing fee for $10. And then I'm going to click on add additional charges. And just like the discounts, you'll see your summary down below. Potential additional charges that you can add if you like, and you can always edit or delete later on if necessary. All right, and that is how the pricing is set up in the software. Now, something else that does need to be done is the invoice. So let's go set up the invoice. You may have some clients that'll come to you. They're not going to pay immediately right after you finish preparation. You're going to possibly give them some time to pay your invoice. So we can set up a few details on the invoice, and to find that, we're going to click on the Setup tab. And we're going to go to Settings. And then we will go to Firm Level. And then we will come down here to Invoice Information. All right, so then on this screen here, you have 3 different boxes. There needs to be some sort of information in here, and you can enter whichever you like. Now for invoice number prefix, you can enter something unique for your location, for your office, for the year. It doesn't matter. So for my prefix, I'm going to put in the current year, 2020, but again, it could be whatever you'd like. The starting sequence number, well, I like to start with the number 1, so I'm going to put in number 1, and office location, you can put in your city, your road, your county, what the name of the company. And for example, this one I'm just going to put in Maine, but you can put whatever you like. And then down below here, you have a few options here. If you want to treat any bank payments, any refund transfers as an invoice until the money is received from that bank, you may need to fill out a post-payment details, but you can have that option here if you like. And then you can also show a detailed fee disclosure for bank products if you wish. These aren't required if you don't want, but they are there if you'd like. Once you've made your entries, you just click on Save Changes, and we get the notification that our invoice information has been updated successfully. And that is all you have to do to set up the pricing for federal and state returns, as well as the invoice.